everyone. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. Thank you so much for joining us today for Misfits of Alseta. We have a very special episode for you today, for we have our guest star, Mr. B.Dave Walters.
That is the dozens and dozens of my fans cheering there. Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We'll get right into getting to know all of our players, but first we have a couple of announcements, so I'm shooting it over to Lee.
Oh, hi. I'm Lee with a couple of announcements. We've got Dan Cakes as one of our partners, the pancake artist that I am. I work with Dan Cakes, and if you put in Misfits in our promo code, you can get a griddle kit, bottles, colors. You can even get a pancake of Celeste writing Counterspell in a book and have it preserved and sent to you. That's Misfits, and you get 10% off of literally anything. Also, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms gives us a Electrum chest code, and it's Bombadag's crib. That's what they're... That's the chest code. And honestly, pay attention to this episode. That's going to make sense.
You know, when you said Lee with a couple of announcements, I was like, is that like a tabaxi name? Like, that's just what we're calling you now?
That's totally making that now.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Lee with a couple of announcements.
Exactly.
That's my next character when David kicks the bucket. That's all from me.
Mm-hmm. It would have to be a bard, though. Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah, sup? Well met. We have a couple of additional announcements and as well as some sponsors here. So first off, we have Friday afternoon tea. It's the best tea in the business. It's so good. It's very tasty. If you want tea that basically tastes like the description, because the taste is literally derived from that, the title, the description, you can go to fridaytea.com. Now, they're in a bit of a tiff right now, so you can get some coupons or some gifts to send to other people, some sort of coupon codes, and just help them out, because they need it, and their tea is great. So go on over, get yourself some tea. Second off, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, and you like to play Dungeons and Dragons, the next sponsor of this specific stream is Questbook. Now, Questbook is, of course, essentially a hire a DM is basically what Questbook is. So if you're in New Zealand, you can hire one in person. Or if you're online and you want some New Zealand person, some Kiwi, to DM you, then you can go to questbook.nz and you can get yourself a DM for a campaign or other. That's all from me.
Oh,
Damien,
that is back
you
to
have
me.
an announcement?
Sorry?
Oh,
Damien, you have
do you-
something you want to talk about?
do you want to tell everybody?
Oh, yes. So, I have created, silly me, I have created a new show, and I've created a form, which is on Twitter, for a new show called Shakespeare. And it's a gender swapped / queer cast for the most part. And if you want to apply, go to Twitter now. And I say silly because I wasn't expecting many applications, and there's so many applications, but give me more. And our first play is Hamlet. So yeah, a little no play. I don't know if you've heard of it. And yeah, make my life harder and apply more.
That may be the single greatest title I've ever heard in my life, actually.
I can't believe you broke B-Dave.
My whole life is a lie. Really. Yeah.
All downhill from here. Let's go.
What else did the
welcome.
Jedi not
Welcome,
telling
Damien.
me? Yeah. Right.
And with that, let's get to know our players. And I'm going to kick it off over to Dani. Tell us about you.
Ooh, hello. I'm Dani. I am playing Silva tonight, pronouns she, her. Mine are also she, her. And the friendly neighborhood Warlock. And yeah, you can find me on the internet as Bitterthorn. I'm doing everything backwards today, apparently. I'm an LA-based cosplayer and TTRPG player. I'll see you around.
Beautiful. Duval.
See you around, like right now, you mean, Dani? Is that
Like right
specifically
now.
what?
Yeah,
Like
see you
right now,
later.
because
Bye.
we're doing this off-
Goodbye.
Bye.
Great session, Dani. But anyway,
And he's gone.
Bye.
He's gone.
bye, Dani.
I love this
Anyway,
energy for us tonight.
Let's go. Chaos. Let it rain. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, Twitter, Instagram, wherever one can be found. I'm the Dungeon Master of Duval and Dragons over on Somatic Games Twitch channel, as well as the co-founder of the Amphitheater, where we play a bunch of awesome TTRPGs and video games and tell really cool, awesome, empathetic, and diverse stories. And tonight, as per usual, I'll be playing Kotatar. He is a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger. We both use he, him pronouns, and he is slightly less angry than usual.
Well, we'll see about that.
I know, because here's the thing. I'll put it to you this way. Jacob is more angry than Kotatar because Dan is terrorizing me with puns.
I love
Yeah, I told Mom, Daniel. I told Mom.
Daniel, you're next.
Oh, all right. I am Daniel Denova. You can find me on the Twinters or the Twitters or the Little Birds as either Tartan Kiwi or Daniel Denova. I am a voice actor in such games as Path of Exile, Dread Hunger, Turbo Overkill, and at least 3 upcoming things I can't talk about. So forget that. I'm also an illustrator for tabletop stuff. So supplements, sign on with Flesh and Blood, and so on. Yeah, I'm playing San Leon, who is, of course, a Dhampir rogue barbarian who loves to terrorize Kotatar with puns, apparently. But yes, I'll be enjoying myself tonight in that fashion.
Lee?
Hi. Oh, I go.
Hi.
I'm just kidding. No.
Yes.
I'm Lee at Goldberg337 on the internet places. I also am a pancake artist, so I am wherever pancakes are amazing. Tonight, I will be playing as David, the druid who's bad at animals. Both of us are he, him.
And Damien?
Hello, I am Damien, producer and player. I am playing Reginald Bellagamba, Marquis de la Sackville, and after last week's session, he's a bit of a sad boy. So that's me.
Oh, yes. And finally, B.Dave.
It is I, B.Dave Walters. You can find me all over the interwebs, wherever fine streaming content can be located, on the tweetagrams at B.Dave Walters. I'm #1 Hope superfan, literally Hope's biggest fan. And she brought me in here to do terrible things so that she wouldn't have to, because she's a sweet person and I'm not. And I'm going to be playing Issei Buburu, who you shouldn't turn your back on.
Ooh. Okay, I'm excited.
I'm gonna go. Let's go.
And I am Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. You can watch me play an 80-year-old lady who's starting her adventure in an amazing show called Children of Erte every Tuesday on the Demiplane RPG channel. But tonight, more importantly, I am your dungeon master for I almost said Children of Alseta. No, this is Misfits of Alseta. We are Misfits.
We are children, no, so
Cousins of
you,
Erte.
Devil.
Exhibit A, like all of
Especially
this.
you.
Yes, exactly. And before we get started, we have our land acknowledgements with Damien.
Thank you very much, Hope. I am the Lone Australian here, and I'd like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. We also have a New Zealand person here, Daniel, from Aotearoa, and that is traditionally the lands of the Maori people. And for our US friends, we have people playing today from Bernardino, Tataviam, Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee, and we pay all our respects to the traditional owners of the land throughout the world.
Thank you so much. 1 second.
Yeah, that's what sort of monster would ask the dungeon master a question right as we're about to go live. So this is me stalling. Hey, Dani, how you doing?
I got it. We're good to go.
I still want to know how Danny's doing. Hold on.
Yeah, it's true. That is still a relevant question.
You know, I am just delighted to play with you all, and I love you all very much. I can't wait to see what stories we tell this week.
Love you.
And with all of that said, let's get started. Please roll that beautiful bean footage, Damien.
Let's go! I love you, Elmo!
Hope sound.
Oh, sound. Oh.
Darkness is falling. Through chaos, fate is calling. Your dreams are haunting you. Nightmares becoming true. So will you stand and fight? Will you survive the night? It's time to awaken and find alive.
It's already.
Yes, ready.
All right, time for a recap. So I'm going to bring it back just a little bit further than usual as we talk about how Nira went missing. There was a large explosion in Capital City where the Bank of Royalties, the Bank of Rarities was broken into by a thieves guild of Aarakocra. There was a big kerfuffle as they tried to escape with some sort of magic item, but Nira picked it up and wouldn't let it go. So the Aarakocra took Nira with them. Everyone rushed to find her. They decided to use Alseta's portal to find her because they believed that Nira needed them most, and that's where the portal would take them. But the portal has taken them to other people in need. First, someone who was facing a nightmare of being in a wedding and facing commitment that they weren't ready for. And next, they used the portal and found themselves in a library that had all of their books completely blank. And they together helped solve all of these mysteries and help defeat these nightmares. And we now find our misfits wanting to finally find Nira, but they had to wait one more day for the portal to recharge. So they decided just to get a long rest and wait for the next morning when they could use the portal again. Now they are in Mirabara, which, as we learned, was Reginald's brother's city. That did not sit well with him being in Mirabara, so they decided to stay the evening at Celeste's home. Celeste being the librarian that they helped. She made them hot tea and a warm dinner and found them a nice place to lay their heads safely where no one would know that they were there. It is now the next morning. You guys awaken bright and early, ready to go. What would you like to do?
You see Reginald off by himself in the corner. His face is like ice, and he's got black under his eyes, and he's got like icicles literally coming from his hair. Sylvie, you'd know that this was him in his winter Eladrin form, and you know he's in a bit of a sad mood, and he's reading a book. He's reading his Fencing for Dummies that he picked up, and he's just reading it to himself, going, I know I need to improve, and I'm not good enough, but this is just insulting. I mean, stab them with the pointy end? I mean, good lord.
I put a
David
hand
will walk up.
Too much?
Oh. We all woke up at the same time.
Yeah.
Again, as always.
Oh, this
As
is just
always.
terrible.
You learning anything new in that book there?
Well, stab them with the pointy end. I mean, there's a couple of things about technique and, I don't know.
Well, it does say, fencing for dummies, and I'd say you're pretty well past that point, so...
Well,
Honestly, I don't feel it after last time.
What do you mean last time?
Well, sorry, after last night. I mean, I failed at everything. I don't know, I was just useless.
I mean, you do realize that all of us have failed spectacularly at different points throughout this time together.
No,
That doesn't mean anything.
no, not like I failed.
David will
What do
just
you-
speak up. Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No, please.
Oh, I was just gonna say, look, Reg, we've all bungled things up. The good news is when one of us is failing, everyone else steps up. Everyone pack your shit and let's go. Nira needs us
Well,
more than we need to be where you're. Plus, we would leave where your brother's at, right? And then he just walks away.
I would really like to get out of here.
yeah. I mean, David had a good point. Let's get our stuff together and get ourselves together and, move on. And you don't have to worry about all of that. It's fine. Just remember that we love you and it's okay to have moments like that.
Thank
But
you.
we can move on.
Thank you.
A voice from the other corner says, and besides, congratulations, you failed. And you're going to again. It's what you do after that. That's what matters.
But the failing bit.
Just another
Learning
opportunity to
experience,
learn.
my friend.
Maybe I do have
but
much
you-
to learn.
That you've put me in a
Did you-
situation to agree with Senleon here. But here we are.
Look, I know some things. And despite my candid attitude, we have very similar views, Kotatar. You know that.
Yes, we do. That is a fact.
I smile and I just pat him on the back. And I go, do you want some rations for the road before we go?
I've got good berries.
Ooh, all right, one up me, why don't you? Fair enough. And I start chewing
I
on what
always do.
Oh,
Cheeky boy.
Dave is just getting more and more frustrated that people aren't like circling up for the spell. I mean, he's just sitting there. He's there prepared. Like, hey, one more, guys.
Right.
Silva's gonna
I'm
note
with
that
you.
and like try to push us all along. Like, hey,
Yes.
come on.
Kotatar's already. He said that to Senleon and he walked out the door.
Yeah. I mean, I was walking with, did we just like wedge into the door? What's going on?
You all step out of Celeste's tiny cottage, and you see that it's early enough that there's not very many people in the street here. You step off to the side, and I assume you call Alseta's door. From your hearts, you have a magic that glows and comes out between each of you as you stand in this circle. And as this glow forms together, a portal opens up. You can't see through it, but it is there.
Really quick, considering Celeste let us stay there, would Kotatar have had time to do a little bit of knitting?
Absolutely. What did you knit?
It's actually just a sleeve for keeping a cup of like coffee like warm.
Oh,
And it says it's like in this like red and black print, and it says thank you for your time on it.
oh, and you leave it for Celeste.
oh.
David notes that he wrote.
Where
his
are my
knitting.
glasses? Oh,
She never gets to read it.
David.
Just David, having taught Kotatar how to knit, sees that he got letters on it, and it's just like,
And the portal awaits you.
Geronimo, I
Whoa.
say.
Once more into the breach, dear friends.
Let's get this shit over
Wonder what will
with.
be on the other side.
All right.
Let's go.
You all step through. On the other side, you find yourselves in the desert. You find yourselves actually in this large canyon. This canyon goes on for miles. It has winding gaps and tunnels and passages, cracks along where the water has gone for years and years, creating passageways between the rocks. And it just goes on and on. Those of you from Ithrena don't even recognize this place. It seems so remote. The morning sun is just breaking over the horizon, and there is a very strong wind blowing. Perception checks.
First roll.
Ooh, amazing. That's a natural 4.
5.
Beautiful.
Real dice
19.
gave me 16.
Hey!
30-20.
All right.
Hey! Sad boy, bring
Reginald.
it
Reginald, you almost breathe deeper here. Your shoulders don't tense as much. You are out of Mirabara and you are ready for whatever has taken you away from it. You are the first one to see there is a person leaning over the edge of this plateau as you guys are high above these canyons. B.Dave, can you please describe your character?
From over the canyon, you all see a summer Eladrin
Oh,
look down at you and just sort of go and step back a little bit where you kind of can't see them anymore.
Did everyone to see that?
See
Kotatar,
what?
you and David saw it.
What?
Yeah. Should we investigate it?
Yeah, he looked kind of familiar.
Who looked familiar? What?
Just
Just-
calm down, Samuel. It's okay.
I don't like this. Like it puts it Salion and Reginald, and how like Reginald's trying to calm down Salion. He's just like, I don't like this. Number 2, perhaps it's our quarry. We seem to find these things lickety fucking quick. So
Right.
All right. I'll take the lead.
All right, so you head towards this figure that you saw, this summer Eladrin that was
Yes.
peeking over the plateau. You guys all climb over and get close. Issei, what do you do as you see them approaching?
I stand in the shadows, but not completely hidden. And when they get within earshot, I look at Reginald and I say, "Sad about something, cousin. You look a little gray."
Why, yes, I am. Cousin. Do I know you? You look so familiar.
I have that kind of face.
I'm a little scared here. How far away is he?
Why do he look like you?
I'd say I'd probably start talking when they got within like 30 feet or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna face step right up to you.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
You seem to know who I am. I am the Marquis de Sackville.
Well, actually, I didn't, but since you've given me your name, I will give you mine. You may call me Issei.
Issei, a pleasure. Now, yes, is there anything we can do for you? I mean, cousin?
Lean past and look at his companions and then look back at him. Perhaps you all look formidable, although you have me at a disadvantage, I being a lone, simple traveler. Perhaps if I knew your destination, our quests may be somehow intertwined.
You just see David jumping up and like, Nira, we're looking for Nira. We're looking for Nira, Kobold, blue room Kobold.
Yes, we're looking for Nira. No Nira.
Kobold. Was she by chance purple?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Yay big. So I might
David
have an
sprints
idea.
over.
Yes, I might have seen such a thing.
Did she have many instruments in her possession?
When I saw her, she didn't seem to be moving by her own volition. There were some Aarakocra types that I've had an issue with myself.
Correct.
Okay.
Aarakocra.
Yes. What direction? We must find her.
Dungeon Master, do I know which direction they would be?
You
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It is my intent to tell the truth. So I just turn and point like, that way.
What you see as he points, you're looking over this plateau now and into the canyon. You see a floating structure. A cylindrical floating structure made of rock or stone. And it's above this canyon gap, almost unreachable by any means. And it floats there, and that is what he is pointing at.
If only we had some form of, I don't know, floating cleaning instrument or something. Like a broom or carpet.
Right.
Those are very good questions, Leon. Those very good questions, Leon. Did she drop it? I can't remember. Or did
David just like pushes Reginald out of the way. Like, I'm so sorry. This is getting us nowhere. What can we do to help you? We need to find Nira. If you've got a problem with the people that took her, you're my best friend. What can we do?
I do have some unfinished business with one of them. Do you by chance know an Aarakocra named Tiberius?
You know, as a matter of fact, no, not at all.
Well, I point at that thing and I say, that's his. The ones who took your friend work for him. He's what left me in this state. And when I say that, the flames build up a little more. It's almost like I'm glowing, but not quite. Become a little brighter. Which, for those of you that know anything about Eladrin, know that means I'm angry in my summer form.
Kotatar is just
go ahead.
given the old study up down to Issei. Were you just hoping and praying for someone to arrive to assist you in this siege?
I found in my experience hoping and praying accomplishes very little. I was preparing my own infiltration. It just so happens you, heroes, arrived at a fortuitous moment.
Yes, quite fortuitous indeed.
You all do quite a lot of speaking. You are asking good questions, but... And then I point at Silva. You have said nothing. Are you the brains of the operation?
I wouldn't call myself brains, but I mean, I try to listen. I think usually listening can find a lot of things that talking doesn't otherwise notice, so...
Silva, give me a perception check as you are listening to this conversation.
Listen, she's trying to get better at this. She's trying. This is why she's a listener.
I believe in you.
That's a one. That's a one.
No!
I love math. Math is great.
Is Good feelings gone. Yeah, you've successfully rolled to disbelieve. I'm not even here right now.
Kotatar, you can give me. I'll say you can give me a perception check, advantage with your goggles, and Issei, give me an investigation check, as you have been scoping out this area.
That is a 19.
Okay, Kotatar?
I have also rolled a 19.
Oh, I love this. This is the best moment ever. Because together, you both turn your heads, and down below, you see an Aarakocra guard standing at the base, not the base, but you are on a plateau above another plateau, and at the edge is an Aarakocra just looking around, standing alone by themselves. Now, your investigation check, Issei, is that you've been scoping out how to get to this tower, but the wind here is so strong that even if you could fly, the wind is blowing too strong to reach it there by any means that you can see.
Question. New friends, are you all more the talking type or more the, And I just put my hand on the hilt of my sword.
Well, I love a good dialogue,
actually.
personally.
Depends on who you ask.
Roughly how far away is this Aarakocra?
I would say 90 feet.
If I can draw this person out, would you all like to maybe ask them some questions?
Oh, I
Sounds
can
like a
ask
good place to
questions.
start.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Are any of you particularly stealthy?
Yes.
Well, come along then, and right in front of you, I turn into an Aarakocra. We can
I turn
ask
into
him
an
for
Aarakocra as well.
directions.
What does your Aarakocra
an
look
Aarakocra.
like?
Like that guy down there, if we were cousins. Same kind of color pattern, but like not trying to duplicate him.
Got it. Beautiful.
And my clothing also changes to look like what he's wearing.
Great. So now you blend in. You look almost just like that guard, as if you were another guard of the same brand.
You chose the right person to take with you.
So, just out of game, do you want me to come with you?
Yes, please.
I will.
In case I look at the group and I'm like, I will try to bring him back here of his own volition, but if things go poorly,
Then, yes.
Do whatever you have
I'll
to
also
do.
turn into an Aarakocra as well, with
Hat of disguise.
Hat of Disguise. And I'll see what, of course, Issei is doing, looking down and going, that is a good idea. And sort of change into not the same one again. We're gonna really mess with this.
They're triplets.
The triplets. Oh my
Now
god.
there's 3 A's in Aarakocra. We're like Aarakocra.
Yeah.
You get an
I trust
Aarakocra. You
removed,
get Aarakocra. Yeah.
from the different part of the country.
You said it's too hard to fly here, correct?
It is. You can fly, but only one direction, because the wind is blowing away from that tower.
Is this the kind of thing where we can sort of like slide down the hill a little bit type
Yep.
thing?
Sure.
Okay. I just I look at you all and I just say, follow my lead, okay? Sorry. Follow my lead, okay?
Lead. Oh, okay. Okay.
And I start sliding down the hill, making no effort at all to be stealthy about it, but like just like I'm trying to get to this guy, and I'm like waving at him as I'm coming down the hill.
And you just want San Leon to go with you, or is everyone supposed to follow?
Oh, I mean, whoever looks like an Aarakocra is super down. Come along.
I will start following down. I all of a sudden I almost start walking or running down this vertical surface, but then stop and then realize, no, that's not what an Aarakocra would do, and I start sliding as well.
Kotatar will move kind
your
of
lead.
forward towards that. Just get like a good angle in case things go to shit, and he can shoot.
You can, everyone else who's still up top can stay kind of stealthily behind the line of sight just because you guys are up on a plateau a little higher, but you can still peek down.
Yeah.
You guys slide down, and this Aarakocra turns and almost has a hand on his sword as he, is a little bit taken aback. But then he sees you. I need you guys to
I'm like,
yeah, roll a quick. I'll allow it a performance or a deception, whichever one you want.
Is that both of us,
Alright.
or shall
Yeah,
I
for
get the
both of
help
you.
action?
You can give the help action to B.Dave. So just add your
Okay.
what's the base of that of charisma?
The base of my charisma
Plus
is
proficiency if you're
A +4.
No,
Okay.
proficiency.
Plus
if
proficiency.
you're proficient. If you're proficient, anyway.
Oh, yeah, I am. So
Okay.
that's an additional +3. I
Unless I'm wrong.
So that's
What'd you say?
+7 to that.
that was a natural 20, so that's gonna give me a 30 total.
So yeah. There you go.
All right. You slide down, and this Aarakocra takes his hand off of his sword and goes, "Brother."
I barely escaped. There's brigands up the ridge. I need you to help me. There's no time to call for reinforcements. We have to go.
Go
I will
where?
help. Yes, they're right up there. Together, you and I can take them into custody. We can take them inside to Tiberias. Everything will be fine, but we have to move quickly.
Yes, of course. Let's go.
And immediately start scrambling. But this time I try and act like I'm being super sneaky going back up
Okay.
the cliff,
He follows
walk.
step right away. He's a thief. He knows exactly how to do this sneaky, and you guys go.
Okay. so
David's
climb
up
with-
there while they're down. David's kind of just standing away from the group a little bit, and just the anger on his face, and there's just the fire lightning is just peeling off of his skin, and he's just kind of tensing his hands, trying to catch his breath, just trying to calm himself down, because he's just he doesn't trust himself not to be extremely violent the second the person comes up. So he's just kind of keeping himself back, trying to calm himself down.
I would say of the ones that I know are still up there, as I'm getting in range, I will cast message is it Kotatar? Sorry, I don't want to say your
Yep.
name wrong.
Yep, you got it. Nailed it.
I will cast message to Kotatar, and I just say on the way up, bringing him to you. He's expecting trouble, so take him quickly, then we can interrogate.
I can respond to that, right? So
You can. Yep, you can respond to message.
25 words, right?
and then-
Sending is 25 words. You just talk via message.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
that's awesome.
short,
I love
short
that.
response.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go. Sweet.
You got it. It's pretty much all. And Peel's just guesstimating 11 o'clock. Eyes up. Let's go.
All right, you guys. Isse is the first one, followed by San Leon climbing up. You guys get to the end of the plateau and push yourselves up. The wind is still howling, blowing at you guys, so it's almost a little struggle to stay up. And
I make it very dramatic. to give him a chance to go past me.
brother, and he's gonna see if nobody is hiding out in the open. He's gonna see Kotatar.
As
I would
soon
like to.
as I
Held action.
We would like
Yeah.
to trip over each other.
and 'cause I moved up a little bit, so as soon as I see his just his body, I missy step, and I have short sword in hand right under his neck.
Woo! All right. I don't even think I have to roll anything for that. That's great. So he's just gonna roll a quick. Yeah, you take him. Silva, was there something you wanted to do?
No, I think for flavor, maybe we can say that Silva angled herself in a position that as soon as this person came up, she'd cast a silent image of this like hulking form, a shadowy kind of figure directly in his line of eyesight, so that when he like peeped up, that was where his eyes went as Kotatar swoops in behind him.
Yeah, you see this Aarakocra come up, and he just dives for this, just thinking that this is who Issei was talking about, dives for this shadowy character, and then poof, right there, Kotatar is there. Whoa, what is the meaning of this?
Easy.
Brother!
When he looks at me and says, brother, I turn into him, exactly him.
What is this?
Yes. I just say, what's your name, friend?
Titus. Why?
Titus.
Insight check.
All right.
Good idea. Why not?
Insight check that. I'm behind.
Oh, fantasy 10.
Ita. What you say? And I just kind of, my eyes narrow at that. Which means I'm going to roll shit because
I got you
my
back,
eyes
buddy.
narrow as I roll crap.
He's sus.
God,
That's
that's actually
it.
great. 19 plus 4, that's 23 on insight.
Me.
And you're inciting this guard, or
This guard's saying their name.
okay?
Is
He's
that their
lying.
name? Yep. And I just kind of go to Issei and kind of go, he's lying.
As soon as you say that, the short sword like just moves just a second, just to clip like a bit of a feather.
Oh, okay. And he's clearly realizing he's outnumbered here. What do you want?
What is your name, friend?
And he kind of sneers at you. Agurus. Agurus! Is that what you want to know?
Well, Agurus, if you want to get out of this alive, I suggest you are honest and forthcoming with these fine people. And then I duplicate his voice perfectly, and I'm like, because one way or another, Agurus is going back inside today.
He just... He stares at you, just kind of knowing that he's been duped. And he kind of sighs and he says, you won't get away with this, but fine.
And
don't
say
plan
literally
to-
like steps back and just motions for you guys to talk to him.
Because we're not planning on getting away. We're going inside and we're getting a friend of ours. Did you know anything about this friend that I'm referring to? It's a purple kobold. Yay high.
You. She's with you. She has caused nothing but trouble for us. She
that sounds
stole
about
the ring, and yet she will not give it back. She's using the ring's power to be invisible. She's been invisible for the past 3 days, and we cannot find her, but I know she is in the tower with Tiberius.
Oh,
Kotatar just has a smile on his face. Just like,
oh, so you definitely know her then? Yes,
Oh, that's definitely.
that is definitely Nero. Agurus was it? Was it Agurus?
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. I am Reginald Bellagamba, Marquis de la Sackville. Now, I think you better cooperate and, answer our questions, because I don't know if you heard of Sackville, but we're a pretty powerful place, and you don't want
He
us
just
to be
laughed.
Insight check?
Don't you dare insight check that.
I don't think it requires any.
Yeah, no, you know.
Silva's just rubbing her forehead over here, just like, yeah.
If I may, I go over to Kotatar and I say, well, I think that once we're done talking to him, we did say that we'd let him live, but we don't have to have him conscious. Okay.
Look, if you're just trying to get in and get to your friend, then fine, I will tell you how to get in.
Wonderful. You just helped with the next question that I had. See? This is what cooperation looks like.
You see he starts to move his hand closely to his hip, It's on the other side of his sword. And he unclips a bag and he hands it to you very unwillingly. He says, "Here. The winds here are strong, but we have made wind tunnels that will take you to where you need to go. Just use the dust and it'll show you the way."
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is a dynamite 22.
He's telling the truth. He's telling you exactly how their guild, their hideout works. It's using wind tunnels throughout the wind.
Any other questions? For anyone?
No, I
This
think we're ready.
does this guy seem particularly capable? Like, does he seem like he's seen a few fights in his time, or is he kind of unremarkable?
Just give me a quick insight check.
Oh, that is 17.
He's not scarred. He's kind of young. He might put on a big talk, but he's probably never seen very many battles.
I just get real close to him, and I say, "Your loyalty is admirable." And then I cast thaumaturgy, so just like weird whispers start echoing all around his head, and I'm like, "But it's better to be a live dog than a dead lion." And then my eyes turn red.
Give me a performance check.
For the record, it's better to be a live dog than a dead lion is from the Bible, Book of Ecclesiastes. Let's see. That is a 19.
Hey.
You see the fear, like the face he was putting on before as he was snarling at you, drops, and he's like, "Fine, man. I don't get paid enough for this. Go."
Yeah. You see, Issei just turns his back on him like he doesn't mean anything at all and starts like walking away. Yeah.
As Issei turns around to walk away, "Enjoy the life lesson," and then like smacks him like on the back of the head to knock him out.
Okay, give me just a quick attack roll, and don't mess it up.
Can it be with advantage since I have him like under my control?
Sure, I'm a.
I used both my hands.
Good, because I rolled really bad. I rolled really bad on the first one. 21.
You just take your sword away from his throat, hit him in the back of the head square, and he falls. He does not get up at the moment. Whether he is out or whether he is pretending because he doesn't want to deal with you anymore, you're not sure, but you guys can move.
I'll just make sure that it's not like he like the wind doesn't pick up and like he just floats over.
It's
Tumbleweed.
away.
Right. There he goes.
Oh,
You
all right,
you should probably bind his hands just in case.
I'll produce some extra thorn whip and just.
Okay, I'll let you do that. And so you I would say you even do his hands and his feet. And he just lays there, and you kind of tuck him away into the shadows. And the plateau below you, where this canyon gap is now open. You don't see anyone.
What are we waiting for?
We're not. And he just opens the back.
Oh, okay. You'll see, you open up the bag and this purple dust flies off into the wind. Nothing happens here. You might need to get closer.
That's cool.
You guys realizing this canyon, just a gust of air, gust of wind. You get to the you climb down to the plateau and you look over this next plateau and you see that you are in this canyon, this large canyon, probably 150 feet wide to the other side. The walls of the canyon side are slick. They've been like smoothed over, like impossible to climb, no handhelds. In the middle of the walls, halfway up from the ground and halfway from the top, are these doorways. These doorways look like they open up into tunnels, like they're man-made. There's no ledge to these doors. There's seemingly no way to get to them. The wind continues to blow, almost like a tunnel effect as it blows through this canyon gap. Would you like to try the dust again?
Sure.
Before we do, Issei turns to David and says, "You seem agitated. Are you all right with whatever this is about to be?"
I don't know what I've been all right with for the last few days, but knowing that Nira's doing what she does best, I feel a lot better about what we're going into, and we'll deal with your issues and we'll retrieve our friend.
Long as your emotions don't cloud your ability to do the job, I have
my
no
emotions.
objections.
I find my emotions sometimes help with my ability to do my job. And just like a little bit of fire like goes around his eyes, and like a spark of lightning turns into fire out of his eye.
And just sort of nod and say, I absolutely couldn't do my job if I let my emotions have any say in it. And then I turn and look at whoever's got the bag.
Kotatar, you open up this bag and you take a handful of dust and you throw it into the canyon where this wind is blowing quite fast. And immediately this purple dust begins to swirl into a tunnel. Not like a tunnel of wind, almost like creating this current within the wind, a separate current that then flows into one of the doorways, and this dust goes in, and then in a moment it comes out another doorway, and the wind tunnel crosses to the other side of the canyon. Give me an insight check, Kotatar. I'm sorry, make that an investigation.
Oh, okay. I must insight the door. I must know more.
Sorry, I meant to say investigation.
It's terrible. It's a 5.
Okay. I'll give it to Issei since you actually know this place. You've been scoping it out. Give me an investigation.
17.
Hey.
So Kotatar does this, and he's not really sure what to make of it. But you know, Aarakocra use the wind under their wings. They're the wind beneath their wings to fly and to create currents to travel, and that they have produced these tunnels as their hideout to then traverse it where no one else but their Aarakocra Thieves Guild can traverse. You know that you kind of need to be able to fly in order to catch this current.
I sort of look at the dust, and then I look at him, and then I look at the dust, and I just say, "Are you all capable of flight?"
I can.
No.
Negative.
No. Jumping
How
really good.
far is
Yes.
this distance that we need to traverse?
You see that this, from where you are, is going to drop down about 50 feet, and then the tunnel, the wind tunnel, will take you to the first door, which is probably about 60 feet.
Well,
I can fly.
Same.
Oh no! Don't you even?
This is a crazy thought. What if we, David? What if we take some rope and we tie them together long enough, and one of us flies over and can secure the other end while the other holds the sun? Everybody else can go across climbing the rope, and then the last person can follow through.
Dungeon Master, from what I know, do I think that would work?
The winds are extremely strong. It's a possibility if you'd like to try it, but it would be dangerous.
Although if 3 of us can fly, 3 of us can carry the other 3, and that would. Or wait, or did we have 4 that can't fly?
You have 3 that can fly and 3 that
including you.
Yeah, could we, I can fly. So yeah, could we just carry him across?
My fly includes carrying me.
Yeah, you can, David, you can carry your, if you have ways.
Okay, here's the thing. I have discovered that at my level of druid, I actually cannot turn into the flying thing in which I turned into.
Oh, level 8, yeah. Yeah.
But Kira can fly and carry me.
Okay.
So I have a jetpack, but I don't have the means to help. I mean, maybe if it was Nira, but
right.
Everyone's too big.
David, I have a question. You summoned this very similar creature, elemental maybe, from the realm of the Nightmare King, and I wonder if your elemental friend that you can so graciously summon to your side can also fly.
I mean, I'd have to ask him. I don't. It's kind of presumptuous for me to just assume.
How kind of you. Well,
it looks like only air elementals fly. Fire elementals don't seem to on this thing.
The rope plan might work, or someone may fall to their death. If there's an issue, we can just make 2 trips. And I just hold out a hand and I'm like, who's coming with me?
Sure. I'll come with you.
Silva, give me an investigation check as you're checking out this tunnel of air.
Yeah. Do +5. Natural 20 +5. 25.
Oh yeah! Woo!
Silva, this wind is going extremely fast. Now, you believe that even if someone can't fly, they were holding on to someone who could. Even if it's a chain of people, it'd be enough to ride through it and into a tunnel.
Yeah, shoot. This sounds a little crazy, but I think we could do it all in one go if we just hold on. I think this current's strong enough.
It could take...
Yeah, kind of like that.
From David's arm, a bunch of vines will just start to kind of pour out and like kind of wrap themselves carefully around everyone to create like a daisy chain.
I assume you may want to put Issa at the back, Silva at the front, so that 2 flying people are on either side of you guys.
Definitely.
I might say.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, you guys daisy chain up. You guys have know pretty much where you need to drop in order to pick up this wind current. And is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll summon Kier. Basically, like I'll put my hand out and like from my chest, like fire will form into another version of me as it rolls out, and then I swing it around and he kind of piggybacks on for my jetpack.
Beautiful.
And
You
we
guys, I'll even say David is in the middle, so now you have 3 potential flyers.
Yep.
As you 1, 2, 3 jump into the current. Now, as you do this, you catch the wind and you flow and you twist into these. It's almost this beautiful feeling of just riding the wind, and it takes you straight through. And Silva, you're at the front, I would believe. Just give me a
So-
dexterity check, as you
Right.
are the first one to reach into this tunnel.
Good God. That's a natural 1 +1.
No! Burn the dice. Burn the dice. Burn it.
Burn it.
The dice give and they take.
Yep.
All right.
Balance.
Silva hits the wall, and everyone around you just goes tumbling into the tunnel out of order, and you guys tumble in, not very stealthy. Silva, you'll be pulled by the rope to come in, the vines that as everyone's momentum tumbles in. You've hit the wall. You're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
God, I'm so glad I'm resistant to bludgeoning damage.
It's just
Why
a
is that
one
the damage that
insult.
I always take?
It's
Silva gets bumps and bruises.
Silva?
all the
Silva,
time.
how is that cabbage stuck to you again? I don't.
I know. With you?
You never saw that. You know, no.
Yeah.
I'll look to Issei. And be like, so that wasn't quiet. Or should we forego quiet? Because I can get loud.
Let's get loud when we know we're found out.
As that conversation happens, I take out the longbow and see if it's glowing.
It is not glowing, so it seems maybe you're okay. But everyone give me stealth checks.
Okay.
Okie
Let's do
dokie. Please let this not suck.
21.
Jeez.
26.
Amazing.
Oh.
Hey.
Double G's.
16.
13.
Okay?
14.
Reginald?
For you, boy.
6.
Hey, that's about right.
Everyone
It's
else
great
got
day.
enough of a stealth that Reginald, you just follow in the back. You're in a tunnel, a dark tunnel, and you can see that it's a rounded tunnel. There are no sharp turns here. It's only rounded like canyons, and this wind from the current is still blowing through this tunnel. As you walk, you see a door, and you can continue on, or you can see what's in the door. The door has a little window in it if you need.
When I see the door, I just hold a hand up for them to stop. And then I'm going to use Mage Hand, which is actually invisible, to come out and try and open the door.
Nice.
The door is locked.
A pair of thieves' picks float off my belt. All right.
So that was coming.
All right.
Unlocking the door from the lock from the other side of the hall.
Okay, with your thieves' tool, you don't need a check, do you? Any sleight of hand check, or do you?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, technically I do it. Technically I rolled sleight of hand and they give me a benefit and blah 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 blah. But it's up to you.
Yeah.
The door is not like super locked. It's a crappy door. It's
That's
like a
super locked.
It's not super locked. I'll allow it.
It's not Fort Knox, guys.
It's sort of locked.
It's
Yeah, right.
It's like those screen door
pin.
locks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
push
yeah,
the
yeah,
button and
yeah.
it's like, right.
Knock.
The wind picks it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you click it open, and you peek inside. Or you wanna
Actually,
just
while I still kind of have them stopped, because I still have Agurris's face on, so I walk right in like I'm absolutely supposed to be there.
All right.
Nice.
You
At that
walk
point,
in.
I'm still, yeah.
yeah.
You as well. You guys had
Well, they're over
wings.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I can't fly
You
with
can't
my
use
Aarakocra
them.
wings, but
Fair,
but I
okay.
can fly though. So,
Okay.
but be that as it may, yeah.
You step in, and you just walk right in like you own the place, and you see quarters. You see some beds. You see a small kitchenette. This is probably where the thieves would, come to rest. You see one guy hanging out on a bed, reading a book. He kind of nods at you and goes back to reading. There's no one else in here.
To be clear, sorry, who was it that came with me still as an Aarakocra?
'Tis I.
Leon.
Leon.
I lean over to you and I say, if your friend were here, do you know how you would find her?
Yes, actually, you would drop something shiny on the ground.
Now's as good a time as any. And then
I drop a coin.
You drop a coin. You absolutely, I love this. You drop a coin. It goes think, 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 think. Moment passes. Nothing happens.
I pick it up again. I'm going to keep doing that like every 10 seconds to 15 seconds. I'm going to drop a coin.
if after like the third or so time he does it, I'm just like, look, if you have so much coin, you can't keep it in your pockets. You can just give it to me. And like to the guy on the bed, I'm like, this guy, right? Like, come on.
It's the same coin. I've got a hole in my pocket. Just
Put it in the other pocket then. That's
fine. I'll put it in the pocket. It's my favorite pocket.
As that conversation is happening, I just look at David and just roll my eyes, just like and shake my head.
Just give it a couple seconds in here, and if it looks like there's nothing else, to clear back out.
You clear back out. You are back in the tunnel. This wind is still blowing. As you can continue on, it curves, and outside of this tunnel, you see directly across the canyon to another door. The wind is still picked up. You feel that this canyon, this wind can carry you across like it did before.
As we're moving, Kotatar will go to Issei and San Leon. If you have an opportunity to maybe perhaps ask where the annoying purple loud kobold is, maybe that'll zoom us in.
We'll say that we're on hunt duty because apparently, of course, there is still.
She's supposed to be invisible. Yes.
Yes. So they might have a vague idea of where.
What about the rest of us? What if we were to disguise ourselves as prisoners? Maybe we could draw her out in a way she would want to help us, right? If she saw us being held captive by two Aarakocra, she would probably do something about it. We could tie ourselves up
she
to
can
this rope.
resist.
Oh, I don't know in this fine outfit if I could ever pass for a prisoner.
I think you'll do
We
fine.
just gotta put. We
Let's
just
put
gotta
it this
tie
way,
you up. That's all.
Reginald. We are in a giant thieves' den, and you are a noble. Of course, we would. Sorry.
Of course, we would capture a noble.
Oh, yes, you're quite right. Yes.
I reach out to Reginald and I just rip his shirt. And I say, I'll mend it afterwards.
David just kind of does this.
And ooh.
Showing up a new tattoo.
Yes.
Well, I have just an idea before we go further. I have an idea of how we might be able to make sure Nira's not here. And he'll reach into his cooking satchel and he'll pull out some rosemary, some thyme, and some other just really floral herbs. And he'll kind of just flick some of the fire that he's got, and I'll just kind of light it and just sort of let the scent kind of waft just for a little bit, and just to kind of create a sensor of familiar smells that Nira would know is David's cooking.
It is picked up on the wind quite quickly.
Is there
Spreads.
is there parsley and sage in there too, David? I'm showing my age with that joke. I'm sorry.
Scarborough. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I'm old.
And then he'll snuff it out so that they're not just.
Okay.
It's not incense from you the entire time.
All right. What would you like to do?
Time to head down I guess we should head down the tunnel again and then make it look like we brought them in.
So,
All right.
Just before we go, the way that we're going to tie your hands is in a way where if you were to move them or just rip them apart, their stuff will just fall apart immediately. But it's going to look, it's going to try and look convincing as a sort of a triple knot.
Bring me in front, and I can make it look convincing.
I look at all of you and I say, does anyone consent to a black eye?
No, heaven forbid, no.
Reginald, if I could volunteer you, I would, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Does Kotaro say yes too?
Mm-hmm.
You see, Issei moves almost in like a blinding flash, and his sword is out, and he just bops you both with the hilt of it, but and puts it back real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep, no need to roll. That was slick.
Yeah.
That's a
you
rule of
both-
cool.
You both now have a little bit of a swollen eye. And
Should we take a point of damage?
Sure, if you
Sure.
want to.
Let's do it. Why not?
It's got a stick.
It's my intent to do the minimum. Yep.
All right.
And
So,
then I look at you afterwards and I say, I'll mend that too. And just motion for us to keep going.
Reginald,
David
Reginald
will
just go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kotatar will look at David. I think he's number one out of the three. He's my favorite. And just keep walking.
As Kotatar's leaving, I just hear this and go, I wonder why, as I roll my eyes.
Facts on facts on facts.
you guys daisy chain up again?
I should probably go first this time since I got the guy's face.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'll go,
I will-
I'll go
I
in the
will-
back to be like a chain.
Okay.
And I will be the frontmost facing prisoner because I can also make it look more convincing too.
All right. You guys prepare yourselves again to go on these winds. And do you step off?
Oh yeah.
All right. There you
YOLO.
go. You fly on these winds just again. It's like a direct flight. It's just like something is pushing you straight towards this other door. Issei, give me a dexterity check for your team.
We're totally playing Zelda Skyward Sword right now, and I am so fucking here for it, dude.
That is a check, not a save, correct?
I did say
19.
check.
Okay. It's actually higher if it's a save, so it's a 19. Right.
You guys right in, like you just land like a plane into these tunnels, and you come quietly to a stop. And now, Issei, you see it right ahead of you. There is a door. As this tunnel once again curves, there is a door at the curve, and there is a guard. They have not seen you yet, for you guys were stealthy enough. There's a guard guarding a door.
I turn and look at them and I say, are you all ready to do this?
I'll raise my hands over my face, and as I pull them down, it'll just look like I'm bleeding.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like nod. And then while looking at you and nodding, I just get a little louder and I'm like, that's right. And if you act up again, I'll give you another. Come! And start walking towards the guard, pulling them along.
Love
Amazing.
Yeah, what he said.
it. Less convincing, but okay.
More
Sounds about right.
convincing. More convincing.
More,
That's right. A little.
I'll workshop it, all right? I'll workshop it.
Yeah.
You quickly approach this guard. He looks at you and says, "Prisoners, again."
Yeah. Yeah. Again. You know, I'm taking these ones to the boss.
Kotatar spits on the floor.
Oh yeah, the boss is gonna want to see him for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know where to go.
I do. Thank you. And I'd like look down at the lock and I'm like, can you get the door? Got to keep my hands free for these ones.
Oh, you want in here? Oh, are you sure the prisoners won't try to do anything?
David just looked bloody and defeated, just like he couldn't do a thing.
The original's gonna be like, prisoners? Who are you calling a prisoner?
Oh no! That's Silva probably gets
Do it.
it.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I kind of like take a deep breath and then exhale, and I just lean towards this guy, and I cast Charm Person.
Nice.
All right, it's a save. It's a
Wisdom
save.
Kiss on the cheek.
14. Wisdom 14.
With love.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Hey. Got it.
Wow.
You've got it. You've got it. Of course. Of course. He pulls a key and he unlocks the door and he opens it. allowing you to see inside, and it's a treasure room. It's all these stolen goods, and you guys can all lean in and look. Would you like to go inside?
Right
there any,
there
like-
from the door, I cast prestidigitation and duplicate the smell of his cooking and see if anything happens.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm searching for claw prints too.
Okay,
So I'll help-
you guys
help
give me
them.
investigation checks as you guys peek into the door.
As we're walking past, if it's okay, just as we're going to the guard, I go,
Hey,
to the guard.
Oh, yes. Yes.
you found that purple pipsqueak yet?
Oh, it's been 3 insufferable days and we haven't found her.
Ugh.
She has to be with the boss, though. There's no way to get off of that tower. Not without him.
Well, we'll keep an eye out when we're going up. But I've
Good.
heard that they're invisible or something. That's
It's the ring.
the ring?
Boss
Oh, yeah.
needs the ring. We have to
Boss, take the
find
ring.
her and get the ring to him. He needs it.
I'll get
I go to like punch my hands. I go holding the ropes. I'm like,
I'll get him. We'll get him eventually.
going for it.
I know Reginald is very fancy looking. Does he have anything that like clearly is like a piece of jewelry? Nothing magical or elaborate, just like something nice that is on his person?
I've got my nice mask that's full of rubies, but I'd probably have like a bracelet, maybe he's in with rubies in it or something.
I yank the bracelet off and just toss it into the treasure room, and I say, "Another one for the pile, right?"
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Amazing.
What?
David,
Did you see that, Silva?
you gave me an investigation, correct?
Did you? Oh,
I mean, technically, I rolled dice for an investigation. Dice were rolled.
Okay.
Results were not great.
Not great.
A 7.
Okay. You see lots of treasure in there. You see a couple of buckets of gold, some jewelry, a broom, anything else that might be valuable.
Presumably, there's no reaction to the cooking smell.
There is not. Now,
Well, and theoretically, she could see them too if she were in this room. So, yeah.
correct. Is anyone else looking in this room? It's kind of like a leaning
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
I've got an
I'll
alibi to look around. I'm looking around.
I'll
Yes.
keep the,
Okay.
I'll keep the guard distracted. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. San Leon, actually, anyone who's looking, Bell, say San Leon, give me an investigation check as well.
I'm too busy nudging Reginald and trying to get him to stop.
Yeah. Fair.
Did you see that? Silva.
Is anyone helping me at all, or do I get?
Kotatar, you can roll it on your own.
Yeah, I rolled 22.
Oh my god! Oh, I rolled 12. So you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kotatar, that broom has a crack in it.
Oh yeah.
I think he's just under his bed. Just goes, God damn it. And he'll kind of elbow David and point.
David kicks the bracelet into the pile of gold, like treasure, a little farther in, and looks. Sleight of foot.
Indeed.
Nothing happens.
Huh?
If that was
no,
if
I
you're
mean,
trying to do something.
I'm trying to kick the bracelet farther into the pile of
Oh, okay.
treasure that we dropped
You do.
discreetly.
As you're doing that, just to sell the character more, you just hear at the back going,
Eyes front, landwalkers.
Nice.
Do we know what's happening with the guard right now?
Oh, he's charmed. Yeah. No.
yeah, he's
He's
charmed.
literally like.
Okay.
They're
yeah.
chatting.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's her broom.
I'm like again with the guard duty, right? Like, come on. That's
It's
not
every time.
Yes,
I
we-
can do more. I could do
we
more
didn't
for
come
this.
here just to guard a door, right? Like, I mean, we caught these ones, but I mean, come on, look at them. Like, Jesus. I mean, like, we want some action, right?
We got to take this to the top.
We to the top. I'm just like chatting this dude up while they're looking at the treasure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just like Kotatar, if you can get it quick and discreetly. He seems occupied.
Yeah, I guess we're not tied together, so my brain assumed we were tied together for some reason.
You are
But
daisy
it's like you
chained.
can just like kind of pull
Yeah.
yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those like it's just like the loop. You just go up and around. And,
Yeah.
yeah, he'll try to slink on by through and through.
Okay, give me a stealth check with advantage because he is distracted.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's still pretty good. That's a 21.
21. You slip in. Are you just gonna grab the broom and try to get back out?
Cheeseburgers.
Did you say it?
Oh no!
Yeah.
You actually say it?
Mhm.
All right, the broom starts to fly. Give me a D6 roll.
Oh, no,
Don't break
don't
her.
be the one.
Don't break it. That is so funny if you break
Oh
this.
no, oh no.
Don't.
Don't say it.
Oh shit! Oh.
You go flying straight into the ceiling. Poof, take let's see. Sorry, I dropped that die.
Well, to be
Take
clear,
that.
I did not get on the broom. I just
You
put my
are
hand over
holding
it and holding
Right.
it and saying cheeseburger. Yes.
Yeah, you're still gonna hit the ceiling for take
That's
a
fine.
point of damage. 1 point of damage, and
now I have 2 like eyes. That's great.
the guard immediately he says, just like, what was that?
Yeah. He just turns and I turn and I look at him and I see this in there and I just say, you know what? I'm taking him to the boss. I need you to do something for me though.
Okay.
Don't let anybody disturb us though. Okay. I'm counting on you, man. And I just put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, man, you got it. No one's getting through this tunnel because this tunnel's the only one that gets through to the top.
I believe
you
you.
got it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Thank
Man,
you.
brothers
Yeah.
forever. Let's do this.
Just to the
Yeah,
top.
bro.
To the top.
To the top.
You know,
Yeah.
You could break this poor Eric Hoker's heart once his charm is out.
I kind of ship
It's
this,
fine.
you know. I kind of ship it.
We're 2 for 2 for breaking hearts, right? So it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Go
to Tara.
Up on the mountain. Yeah.
I assume you slip
That's a
back
feather.
out,
Mhm.
get back into your restraints.
And he just goes and gets right where he was, and like just has it like kind of on his back.
Okay.
Shut up. He doesn't wait for anything. He just.
Everyone saw it, yeah.
So
Okay.
Silva just kind of reaches over and straightens part of his jacket that got like, skewed from pounding into the walls, just kind of straightens it out and
Beautiful.
leaves it alone.
And then
I thought it would come to me. Like I thought it would be really easy to just.
I leave this guy to cover R6 for as long as the charm holds and move on.
All right.
let's go.
You guys round the bend, and once again, you have one straight shot to a final, like a final tunnel that ends on this wall across the way.
Okay.
And once again, you can. Yes.
Before we enter, I would like to activate the divine sense for any undead, celestial, fey, or fiends.
Okay. It goes off. How far does that see?
60 feet.
You see nothing on where you are. The canyon on the other side is 150 feet away. But as you land, you will know.
Oh, we're gonna jump another canyon?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would do this when we get to the other side. Sorry,
Okay.
I wasn't
Perfect.
clear on
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
All right. All right. You guys are daisy chained still. And
Yo.
you now have a broom as well. If you wanted to use that. And there goes
Never
your
fucking using it again.
go.
As you say that, Kotatar, I just kind of like waltz up to you and just go like, "Not fun, is it? It happened to anyone, right?"
Remember that. Yes.
It happens to everyone at least once. I can tell. All right. You
You
guys.
know what? I respect that.
And I just go back to the blood.
You say you lead the way with a dexterity.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. That is an 18 this time.
You're getting used to flying these currents. You just feel the wind and it takes you straight over, once again, landing quite softly as you grab your feet underneath you as you land in the other tunnel. This tunnel leads to a door. so that the wind no longer travels with you. It hits this door and it can go no further.
We save our game.
Yep.
Quick save. F5.
Yeah.
Quick save.
F5, quick save.
Door resurrection activated. Now I hit the divine sense for undead celestial fire fiends.
Boom, 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 boom. You sense nothing. It's actually quite calm here.
Does that ability make some kind of fancy show of light or anything, or?
It's for flavor, but not really. You just know things. Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
say you
never
guys probably would see like he tilts his head like he's listening for something and like takes a deep breath. But besides that, nothing.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good.
And then I'm gonna hit it with the ranged legerdemain again to pick the lock from 30 feet away, just in case.
Okay. All right. You give me a sleight of hand check advantage.
Sleight of hand with advantage.
Advantage.
It's the advantage song. That is going to be 24.
Oh,
This is very unlocked. It's very unlocked. You may push it open if you'd like.
Push it open with the mage hand. Yep.
All right. As it opens, and you are still 30 feet away, your mage hand opens the door, and you don't see any movement from where you're at.
I turn back and look at them, and I say, well, I don't sense anything not of this world, but it wouldn't tell me if there were a dozen Aarakocra inside. So, let's see where this goes, shall we?
Lead on.
We'll just nod.
I'm gonna talk to Silva for a second, I think, and just whisper and say, he's really impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not quite as impressive as me, but pretty impressive.
Who knew Eladrins could be good?
We didn't know that.
And because he has no knowledge of magic whatsoever, he must be like a level 20 wizard or something. Of course, not saying level 20, but you know.
Maybe, I mean, it's pretty incredible. Do you have a little crush or something?
No. I just think, I wonder if I can become that powerful one day.
I'm sure, with the hard work. What is it everyone says? With hard work and putting your mind to it, something like that.
I've worked so hard and I can't master this.
Listen, it just takes practice. Oh God, I hate sounding motivational like this. Yeah, it just takes practice, I'm sure. And like they said earlier, lots of failure. But you just gotta be okay with the failure.
But I'm not.
So let's go fail. And hopefully not fail for good right now.
Okay, yes. Probably not the time to have this conversation. Let's go.
All right.
I will just say, I get loud again, and I just say, oh, just wait till Tiburus gets his hands on you. Then you're going to be sorry for what you've done. And walk through the door.
You walk through the door. This room is empty, luckily, except for a large fan, like a giant turbine, and it is facing through a different tunnel. And if you look through this tunnel, you can see the entrance to the tower that you have to fly across against these winds that are blowing so strongly. Would you like to give me what would you like to do?
How far is the distance from the tower to or from where the fan to the tower?
I would say that this tunnel is probably about 45 feet, and then to the other side, I'd say it's probably about 90 feet. Once you leave the tunnel into the doorway of this this cylindrical structure.
And the fan is not moving currently, correct?
It is not moving, so there is no current to take you there.
Look around for switches and things like that.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I aid in that?
Sure.
Ooh.
Give your plus intelligence. I think is investigation.
Absolutely, that's a +1 for you, my friend.
Hey, well, that turns it from a 19 to a 20. Let's go.
Hey!
You notice
That's
on
fucking teamwork.
this turbine, there are 4 keyholes, and 3 of them have a key in it. The 4th one is missing, and each one has an element above it: water, air, fire, earth. The one that is missing is the air key.
Because when we needed it most, it disappeared.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In this room, if you guys want to give me investigation checks.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep my 20.
Fair. Silva? Go ahead.
25.
What?
Another natural 20.
Hey.
Wow.
My dice are really like
It's a 1 in 20 dice.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you guys both get 20? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's amazing. Well, good. Great. You see that there are vines in this room. There's buckets of water. There's sconces with fire coming out of them. There's all these elemental things in the room where keys might be hidden. And you see a vent, an air vent.
Oh, that makes sense. Air and
I
stuff.
look at Sanleon as both of our eyes zoom in on that point at the same time. And is it like up really high? Or
Yeah, the ceiling's probably about 8 to 10. I'd say 10 feet.
I'll say race to it. And
Sure, I
I'll
start sprinting up
elemental
the
gift.
side of the building. Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, both of you give me dexterity checks against each other. See who grabs it first.
Amazing.
Okay, just
This is
straight
fun.
dex? Straight dex or
Yeah.
athletics or
Yeah,
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Athletics?
You can add your athletics to it if you want.
Okay, I'm sprinting.
Yeah.
Same. 15.
22.
Oh, sorry, Silva.
Damn.
I'm getting sweaty.
He's a speedy boy.
You both race towards it. Everyone else is like looking at you guys, not really sure what's going on. And boom, you reach up for the top, pushing the gate open and feeling inside of it suddenly on, and boom, you drop back down with a key in your hand.
Yeah, as I grab the key, I just allow my feet to just detach from the surface and just fall
Yeah.
back, and then just land on my feet. Yes.
All right.
I feel like I fly in a second right after you and I hit the wall, kind of like catching myself. And I'm just like, ah. And I just give you like a little, high five as we land down.
Yeah, do we do that like at the game, the end of the game thing? Like, yeah, good game, yeah.
Good game, good game,
Yeah.
Good game.
Lord have mercy.
We found it.
All right.
Put it in.
As you turn it, the wind turbine begins to blow, and it blows very strongly, a very strong current, almost as much as the natural wind from outside, just straight directly, creating an air current for you to reach the tower. Once again, you guys are, I believe, still daisy chained.
Hit it again. Go across.
All right.
Bang.
All right. Give me a dexterity check, Issei, as you lead the way. One more time as we fly upon the...
It keeps hitting a little bit less each time. Now it's only a 15.
Well, 15 still beats the DC. Actually, it matches
Hey.
it. So, very good job.
Hey.
Hey,
Hit
and
quite like it used
Gotta
to.
keep it interesting.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
this wind is a little different since it's coming from a fan. It's not quite like riding the winds of natural winds, but you fly across and land at the base of some stairs. You all kind of pile in on each other because there's not much of a walkway here. And the stairs curve and lead all the way to the top.
We save our game again, and then we
We walk through the gates and we just hear a foul tarnished. No!
reset.
I look to Issei and say, might be time to get loud.
I think it is. And I'm going to stealth.
Oh, okay.
And it's
I will stealth too.
24.
Let's see what we got.
All right. It's a great stealth. Anyone else? Issa's leading the way with his stealth.
I'm gonna.
I don't think Dave is being
check.
stealthy. I think he's fed up and just kind of like, not like running ahead of everybody, but like walking up, just very determined.
I actually hang back a little behind David so that he'll be the first one to come in. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
As you guys climb the stairs, you start to hear a commotion above you.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Where are you? Stop that! Give me the ring! Find her! No! Ah! You know it. You know you have to come out sometime. It's been 3 days already. Come on, you're insufferable! And you just hear this commotion of people moving things around and running around from place to place, and then you hear it. No! It's mine!
David
Right
is gonna run to the
before-
door.
Like right when that happens, I grab David's shoulder. We're so close. Take your time.
Got it. I'm gonna run up to the door, kick it open.
Totally perfect. That's chef's
Beautiful.
kiss, bleed.
David, you
Dave's the
kick open
barbarian.
the door right as this you see this eagle Aarakocra, very big, very well built, and he just turns and he's saying, I need
Oh, I had something I was gonna do while kicking the door open.
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't just
go
gonna be
for it.
kicking the door open quietly. It was kicking the door open, going, get, and like just fire is coming from him and like lightning is crackling. I go, give me back my. And just from my chest shoots out a fiery lightning, elemental friend
All
into
right.
the room with me.
This like lightning creature, and it's in the shape of a knight, right? The what
It
we saw.
is a
It's
little
the
bit
lightning
smaller,
knight.
but is the lightning knight. It's just that it's red lightning, and as it crackles out, it becomes flame.
This knight in shining armor made of pure red lightning just shoots and forms in the middle of the room, standing at a medium size, but standing very abrasively, looking at this eagle Aarakocra. He looks at you and he looks, no, give me the ring, I need it now.
Have we snuck in by now? Me and
Yeah,
Issa?
if you guys probably have made it in by this point.
Okay. Do we want to do we want to double tag team this guy?
Well,
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah. First off, Dave.
I mean, I'm very much prepared to send the full weight of my self-cure and my elemental, just doing a whole lot of things. I'm ready to pop off.
All right, I'm
Do we wanna
gonna.
make it a surprise round.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a surprise round in a moment. When Issa, when you come in, and Sun Leon, you guys are still Aarakocra, correct?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
stealthed, but yes.
We're stealth though. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you slip in. Everyone else is coming up as well. Just regular stealthing.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm following behind David.
Oh, okay. All right. You
And
guys.
I'll lean towards Silva. He did exactly the opposite of what I said. I'm really proud of him.
All right, you guys, the door busts open with David. His lightning knight comes out. You guys pile in. Sun Leon and Issei stealth around where they are not seen. And this is a surprise round. Roll initiative, I suppose, and then we'll do the round.
Ooh-wee. Let's do it.
You guys are ready.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay, that one.
I wish I got that on my attack instead, but it's a natural 20 on the initiative, so.
I got a nat 1 for 10.
Amazing.
Freaking bonus.
That sounds about right.
Freaking bonuses.
I didn't roll under a 7.
Hey! It's about time.
15.
You were saving it all for this.
15. All right, Issei, I'm sorry, did you say it was a nat 20 for a what?
Just a 23 total.
23 total. Thank you, Kotatar.
17.
17. Silva.
Just
8.
Reginald.
14.
All right, give me 1 second here. All right. you guys see that there are also two minions that were like looking under things and like looking. They look up to you. They're like crow Aarakocras, dark feathers. They look like they're twins. Aarakocras.
Stop it!
Plus 3.
Thank you all for tuning in. That's our show, and we're gonna.
Oh, goodbye! I cast banishment on myself.
Right. I rolled to disbelieve. Yes.
All right, Issa, you're up. This is a surprise round.
Excellent. Well, a couple things are gonna happen. Unfortunately, I didn't get that natural 20, but is a 24 enough to hit him?
Yes.
Great. So, a couple things are gonna happen. When I come up behind Tiberius, and right as I'm about to strike, I appear, but I look like him. I look like an eagle Aarakocra, but one that is decaying, rotting, like the eye is falling out and the skin is falling out, and you can see bones. And my voice echoes and resonates as I say, Tiberius, you didn't think you would escape me, did you? There's nowhere you can go, nowhere you can hide. These heroes only came for their friend, but I came for you.
And you see, go ahead, B-Dave.
And my sword erupts into green flames, and I almost look like I'm dancing as I come and start slashing at him.
All right, go for it.
And I'm gonna do a bunch of damage to this boy. Let's see, because when I hit him, you see green flames go off, but also a flash of purplish black light for 20, 27, 33 points of damage.
Oh, jeez. All right. Woo.
And he's dead.
He gets, so that was your flame blade and then something else?
That was a green flame blade sneak attack smite.
You're just boom, 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 right on this, right, and he just takes the hits, falling backwards into the wall as he looks terrified of you. He says, no, I should have had the ring. It would have stopped you from coming. I knew it.
It wouldn't. Nothing can stop me from coming for you.
My nightmare. Is there anything else on your turn?
That's it. I'm just all over this dude.
Kotatar, you're up.
More short face. Okay.
Kotatar, give me a quick insight check.
Yeah, sure. See, when I said we were going to kill Beacon's character, I was joking earlier, but like...
Somebody called it.
I did. 26.
Your insight is this is a... Issei is a nightmare. He is the nightmare of this leader.
Wow.
I had a feeling, but Sanleon wouldn't know that.
So good.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So putting that information together, he'll say above the melee.
Sorry, not to interrupt, but I just want to say out loud, I consent to PvP.
That was good.
I'm here for him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And so he's got his bow in his hand, and he just looks around. I think we found our nightmare. And then, typical for most of you, the glowing aura of pink force energy surrounds him using his planar warrior ability, and he fires 2 arrows at Issei.
Woo! All right, do your tech roll.
First one is a dirty 20 to hit.
You see the arrows were coming at me like they would have, and a shield appears around me between the arrows, and it just hits the shield as I ignore you completely.
Amazing. Second burst, same as the first. That's going to be a 29 to hit.
That is enough, shield and all.
Except
Oh!
Reginald's going to use his Cloud Rune and activate a reaction to choose a different target, and he's going to go towards the Aarakocra. Like, Kotatar, what are you doing?
Amazing. So does the Aarakocra take that?
Yeah.
Tiberius is going to take that damage. So give it to me. What's the damage?
Well, that is fascinating. That is 11 points of magical piercing damage.
You see your arrow just going straight for Isse, the nightmare who has revealed himself, and then straight into the heart of Tiberius. And he looks up at you. He is in shock.
He kind of just glares at Reginald. You fool, he's the nightmare.
I'm not your nightmare.
What do you mean, nightmare? It's my kin.
No, you don't even fucking know him.
But all Eladrin's are kin.
That's my action and bonus action. I'm not even moving. I'm gonna stay right where I am, but I'm gonna take. I'm gonna grab the broom and I'm gonna place it up in the air. Would you like a reunion?
You put it up into the air, and you let go, and you hear a cheeseburgers, and poof, it flies behind a desk, and is not there. All right. Next up is David.
I've never been so upset to be hired. Oh my gosh. Can I do... Let me do an insight check on this Aarakocra to see if this is just like a horrible person's nightmare, or the ring was to prevent their nightmare from coming to get them. But like, I don't know, man. I'm not a morality. All right, I'm sorry. Issa,
Yeah.
it's time.
No, do your thing. You want to roll for it?
No, I've been primed to do some stuff, so I gotta do it. First things first, my elemental is gonna come up. Is it on the same initiative as me? I have to find out if we get there or not.
That's a good question.
Usually stuff like that goes. Usually stuff like that goes right after you, but I'm not
It takes
familiar
it
with
right
that
after
exact
me,
ability.
right.
Yeah.
It's right after me for summon elemental. Yeah. Okay, so first I have Cure with my bonus action. Cure
Okay.
is going to throw a... He's going to teleport right behind Issei. Or to the side of Issei so that he could be flanked, because I know that there's an Aarakocra in front.
Okay.
And so when he comes back, oh shoot, well, okay, Issei is gonna take some damage, but so's the Aarakocra.
What did you roll to hit?
Oh, it's the teleport.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because of
Maybe a
the
save.
deck save, I think.
Yeah, I think so. You might as well roll that because I just am. Fiery DC 14 dex
For me, sorry.
for both you and the Aarakocra.
Sorry.
So we need to make a save.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I got 17.
12.
Nice.
Okay, great. So the Aarakocra is the only one who's gonna take damage.
Amazing.
Uh,
This is going well.
well, let's see. 7 damage of seven fire damage.
Oh, amazing.
Is it all? Is it save or suck, or do I take half because I made the save?
It looks like it's save or suck.
Okay, all right.
But positionally, that's good for him. So then David will do stuff now. He's gonna send a few rays your way. Scorching, in fact.
My favorite kind.
The good news is I'm the one rolling it, so you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Say it does an 8 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
Okay, I got more. That's why we do 3 of them. That's why.
Yeah.
Keep sending them downrange, buddy. I get it.
17.
Also not enough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's why I don't go after big people. One more time. Natural 2 for 8. All right, so I miss. I'm so
Is that- did you miss with all of them?
Oh, I'm sorry,
it's-
B.Dave. Welcome to us.
I would just say for the first time, I haven't looked away from Tiberius, and I just turn and look at you, and my face turns into Neera's face, and I say, I understand why you couldn't protect your friends. And then I go right back to Tiberius.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna kill
now
him.
it's my elemental's turn. My elemental is gonna come up and flank with Kier. Is that advantage for flanking?
We don't usually do flanking around
Do we,
here.
what do we do for flanking? Is it a bonus or anything, or just nothing? Nothing's fine.
Nothing.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Flanking
so-
doesn't even go here.
Then let me just ask, because it is important. What criteria do I need to fulfill for my sneak attack then if it's not flanking?
You don't have any allies here, B-Dave.
That's your
To be my
swashbuckler.
ally, you just
gotta do
also
it.
have to be his enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to get real complicated. Yeah. I love it.
San Leon, what do you normally do for your sneak attack?
Oh, well, I, of course, am a swashbuckler, so
Oh, okay.
it's
Could
either
be a
they're
little
alone or I reckless attack. as the
That's for your
barbarian counterpart to my advantage.
Your sneak attack.
I am a nightmare. I'm flanked by another bad.
You know what? I respect
I'm
it.
flanked by another
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
dream. That's what I'm.
I'm into it. I'm totally into it.
Yeah.
I fucking
Like
Does a
he thinks he's
19
giving
hit?
a speech naked. It does not, unfortunately.
Okay, sorry. So that was David. You said your lightning.
It's multi-attack, so it gets a couple.
Okay.
I think it gets 2. Don't worry, I'm gonna miss with all of them.
I believe in you. You got this. You're doing great, sweetie.
No.
Right before I try to kill you. Sweetie, boo-boo, honey.
It's all right. Just relax. Just breathe. You know, this happens to a lot.
Natural
of guys.
1?
It's fine.
Is a natural 1 gonna
my
do it?
You got a second one. Let's go. Let's go. You got this. You got
That
this.
was my
Come on,
second
come on.
one.
Oh my god.
All
That
right.
was my second one.
So what were you trying to do? You're trying to just throw lightning.
So many
from-
things. I was
Okay.
shooting lightning. I was punching with an elemental. I was teleporting.
You were almost trying too hard, and you're getting frazzled, and your mind can't concentrate because you're just so blind with rage at this point. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Reginald, you're up.
Nothing else.
Could I will say after I realized that his elemental isn't hitting me, I just say, as long as he lives, you and your friends will never be safe. Even the elemental seems to realize this. And that's it.
Oh, shut up.
Reginald.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm so excited.
What is going on? What are you doing? He's a child of the Feywild, and this Aarakocra has Neera, our friend. What is happening? Anyone?
No, my
I'm
turn.
gonna-
Can't talk.
I'm gonna I hate.
I will just. I
Yeah, go
look at Reginald and I just say, he has to die, and all will be well.
That is fair. That is fair. This Aarakocra has Neera. That is fair. Why are you people doing this? And he's gonna say, "Oh God, I hate to do this, but It looks so hideous when I do this, and he's gonna go to giant form.
All right. You grow in size, and suddenly this room feels pretty tight to you. The ceilings aren't quite as tall as they should be. And what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to restrain the Aarakocra.
Okay. Give me I think that's an opposing strength check. Is that right?
It's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics to counter.
Okay. Okay.
Can I use strength check to do it?
Yeah.
Which I just
you
got
can-
advantage on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get advantage on your
right.
athletics. Yeah.
I got advantage from giant form. 22.
Yeah, he got a 15.
Yep.
All right, so you restrain this Aarakocra, and he's like, no, stop him, my nightmare. I knew it would come. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Can we now just calm down, talk about this? It's restrained. Kotatar, please. What are we doing? And that's it.
We're shooting Issei. That's what we're doing.
Oh, I have a point to make after all. Yes.
The
Really, a pun?
Yes.
Kotatar's weakness.
I take psychic damage.
It didn't bolt.
Tiberius, seeing that he's been grappled and he just wants out, he takes out a short sword and he's gonna stab it into you, Reginald. Does a 21 hit?
Ooh. Hang on a sec. Defensive duelist. No. Yes, it does hit. Yep.
Okay. You're gonna take 11 points of slashing damage. Or sorry, piercing.
I'm trying to help the situation.
All right. Next is San Leon.
Okay. I rush up to this Aarakocra, looking at the situation. I draw both my blades, and I go into sort of my cold rage stance. My eyes widen as a slight sort of smile pricks on my face. And I go to raise both my blades, and I'm just going to roll to attack.
Who are you trying to attack?
Well, I go
question.
to strike down at the Aarakocra, and I go, nothing personal. And I swing both, and then I tip my blades around to go strike Essie.
All right. Do your roll.
For a sneak attack. I'm doing this recklessly
Okay.
as well. So, that gives me... What's my attacks? So that's... Oh, yeah. No, I don't think either one of those hit. Or even with advantage, that's 18 as the highest. I rolled really poorly.
That is not enough.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's my go.
I will just say, when your sword comes, it just turns slightly to the side, and I just say, I told you emotions were a weakness.
Cold is my rage, friend.
All right. Silva,
sorry,
you're
go ahead.
up. Go ahead, Silva, you're up.
Being catty is a
Silva-
free action, sorry.
No doubt about it.
But I
Right.
thought we were posing as Aarakocra.
Silva does not pause. She doesn't need to think about who she should be hitting because it doesn't matter. She's walking up towards them and she raises both hands and she says, I don't think it matters. If you touch my friend, you're gonna burn. And burning hands to both Issei and the Aarakocra.
All right.
Amazing.
And me.
Dexterity saving throws from them both.
Okay.
And you, San Leon.
And Reginald.
Team keep
Yes,
going,
and
right?
me
Yeah,
too.
everybody's
Ooh.
up there. Yeah.
Everybody in the club.
Here,
I guess everyone's
and the
gonna hit.
elemental.
It's a
Dude, is it just me?
19.
Like, is it just me
Yeah.
that doesn't get hit? Good lord.
What was the save, Dani?
I am checking right now. Let me see here. Oop. The save is a dexterity save.
What's the number?
You have to beat a 15.
Yep.
2. All right, Tiberius
18.
fails.
Dex save. Hold on. So it's just
What's
a
the
save?
damage?
The damage is not great. 2, 3, 4 points of fire damage, and I believe I can add an extra. Let me double check. Blah 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 bludgeoning. I have so many features. It's ridiculous. Genie's Wrath. Yes, once during each of your turns, you can add an additional extra 3 bludgeoning damage. So we're gonna do 7 points of damage total. 4 of those are fire.
All right. You throw out your hands and fire erupts through everyone. I think everyone who didn't save takes that damage, and then there's half if they fail or if they save.
Yep. It's half.
Okay.
How much was it? How much was the damage?
7.
Okay, so I rolled a 24 on my save, so that's...
Reginald.
We're running up or down?
I saved.
Cheer
Down.
took 7.
Reginald,
Yep.
this Aarakocra Tiberius goes limp in your arms as he is out. You notice as you look around, Issei, the nightmare is beginning to fade away. Issei.
I go towards Tiberius and I reach down and I push open his eyes so that he has to look at me. And you all see in front of you, I change one last time to someone with pale skin, messy black hair, and golden eyes. And I just say, "It's time, Tiberius. You are mine now." And I turn and look at all of you. And I say, "When I come for you," I point at Reginald. You, I will show mercy to. And vanish.
Is Tiberius still there?
Yeah, he's out though.
Okay,
He
is
got
he
that
dead?
one last glimpse.
Is
He's
he
out.
dead or dying?
He's dying.
He's
I
dying?
wouldn't leave till he's dead. No, I mean,
he's
like, I'm not
Fine, he's
leaving.
dead.
No, he's coming with
Okay.
me. Yeah. I got a number of other powers. This is a one-way trip for this guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, so he's
Wait,
dead, but he's still there.
I don't know. You say you take him?
Well,
take
it's
him
up
or you
to
kill
you
him?
whether I take his body. I definitely kill him.
Okay.
Whether or not it is within my power
Okay.
to take him physically, that is up to you, Dungeon Master.
Okay, I see. You take those final words as you begin to disappear, and to finalize it, you thrust a weapon through his chest to seal the deal, and you vanish.
As right when that happens,
Could I add one extra little layer of Zaz?
Oh,
just
yeah,
a little
do
scotch,
it.
just a little sousson.
Do it.
Is I put my hands on the side of his face so that he has to look at me. Shocking grasp goes off, and you see his face melts and contorts until it looks exactly like the face I showed him, decayed and dead with the exact same wounds. And that's how I kill him. In shank, to make sure.
Double tap.
And then I'm gone.
Kotatar.
Tiberius.
it don't matter no more because I was gonna cast her.
Everyone.
Wait, I have something.
It's like reappear, stab, disappear.
I'm gone.
I have something. I'm gonna pull a "I'm sorry" to B.Dave. So David walks up to the body that's down there, and he goes, looking like where Issei was, like, "When you come back for us, I won't hesitate." And I throw a diamond on top of Tiberius from his treasure trove, and I'm gonna cast Revivify.
Let's go.
And
Using
I'm
his
gonna
own
be
treasure.
like,
I was waiting for that.
I cast Revivify, and I'm like, "I guess we'll see you then," you say. And so, but I also am gonna like tie up Tiberius because he's still fucked with Nira, but he can see he can rot in prison. And You know,
His own tower.
maybe the scars did not get healed with that revivify. He
Yeah,
probably
that
deserved something.
Everyone
doesn't
make Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go. No, I was just gonna
No,
say
you
it
go
doesn't restore any missing body parts. He's all messed up. Sorry, please go ahead.
Everyone make insight checks.
Inside check. Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. That's
Oh, that's good. 23.
All right.
It wasn't good for me, but
11.
I can tell you that.
San Leon, and I'll even say it wasn't a very high save. If you beat 10, you're good. You noticed that. But when Issei was beginning to disappear and he transformed into the Nightmare King. When he said those final words, black hair, golden eyes, pale skin.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
I think
Yeah, my eyes widen at that.
Reginald's going to look at him then and realize his folly, I think.
Yes. That he said he would spare you.
Oh, what have I done? What did I do? Friends.
You found that failure.
I'm so
That's what you
sorry.
did.
You made
I'm so
friends with the
sorry.
Nightmare King.
I stood against you. I'm so sorry, my friends. What did I do?
Don't worry.
Reginald,
I
we'll
won't.
talk about this later, but know this. Do you know how we were talking about learning from our mistakes? Yes?
Yeah.
I sort of just like walk up to him almost uncomfortably close. I say, you've learned a big one, haven't you?
I have much to think on.
You do. But we have Nira back. So celebrate with that. And I hit you uncomfortably hard in the sternum.
Oh,
You actually
And go,
see Nira pull off the ring of mind shielding as she appears, and she walks forward with her broom, and she just looks at you all and she just says, "Let's go home." And that is where we will end.
Nira!
oh my God.
You have Nira back.
What?
We got Nira back.
B.Dave fucking Walters.
B.Dave Walters.
B.Dave
yeah.
Walters, everybody.
Holy shit.
By
Thank
the
you.
way, when we weren't able to hit you and all this kind of stuff happened, and it was just like, this is some kind of advanced nightmare. This is like an advanced nightmare. Why something's not right here?
I'm here to tell you. That is my normal level 7 character I built. There's nothing special at all.
Shield, man. Shield helps a lot,
Shield.
man.
Damn good at this game. That's wow.
Shield in the Blade song. Yeah, no, he's hard to pin down.
Oh, Blade Song too? Oh, he's a Blade Song?
Yep.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have, like 27 AC?
Specifically, he is 2 levels of Paladin, 3 levels of Arcane Trickster, 2 levels of
There
Blade
it
Singer.
is. Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
Ouch.
God.
That'll do it.
Well,
So
thank
did
you
just
guys.
Cast our big bad as B.Dave Walters.
Yeah.
Yes,
See you
again. now.
yes.
See you at
Called
the
it
end.
too. You called it, Lee. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for joining us. I appreciate everyone who stuck around with us in chat, anybody watching on YouTube, anybody watching our podcast or listening to our podcast, I should say. We will be back next week with April Reagan returning as Nira.
No, not next week. Week
Oh,
after.
next week is roll call with our special guest. Who's our special guest?
Questbook.
We've got our quest book.
Questbook peoples, Jack and Dion from Questbook.
You want to see this one, guys. They are amazing people doing amazing things. Once again, let's say thank you, everyone. Thank you to B.Dave Walters. We love
Amazing,
you.
amazing, amazing.
Thank you, B-Dave.
We love you.
Round of
And
applause.
we'll see you for roll call next week. And after that, Nira will be back, Miss April.
Let's go.
All right. Until then, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.